Starting up part 5. Oh. Getting into Renee's story. Definitely want to go back and redo some stuff. Like in part 4 with all those pictures. Hopefully get that right. 3-3, August 23rd. That was 3-3. What is that? Enjoy it while it lasts, Renee. The calm before the storm. He deserves a gentle touch. I owe him that, at least. Okay, but how do you break it to him? Where do you start? Oh, no. What did I say at the end of the last part? Oh, yeah, I know her relationship ends, but I don't know how. I'll let him leave. I'll check in with him. You already know where he's at, Renee. He loves you and will do anything to avoid throwing in the towel. You can't expect him to make this easy for you. You're just gonna have to tell him why. Our goals are no longer aligned. Our values are too different. That was always an issue, just easier to avoid. One of those personality quirks that only becomes an issue in the presence of people who don't know where the landmines are buried. But it's beyond that now. None of these are good. Maybe I could ask him to change. And then who would he be? Just an unhappy version of himself. You can't ask that of someone, just like you shouldn't have asked that for yourself. No more compromises, Renee. Yikes. Let's feed the stupid lizard. Oh shit, so last time I didn't feed the lizard. Let me feed you extra now. Damn. That lizard died because I just put it on the bottom of the thing. Oh well. Can't distract myself with work anymore. It's too late. I wonder if, like, how drastically different it could have been, right? Like, if I did convince him, does he start to look into it, and then does he die from it? Oh boy. Oh, you can go that way? I don't think there's no real benefit for me going that way. We gotta get this emotional trauma out the way. Hey. Hey. You doing okay? No, not really. Yeah, that figures. Anything I can do? Just talking. That's what I need right now. Let's just talk. That's all. Okay, sure. Now? Yeah, now. Did you eat yet? I picked up a beet wrap from the gas station on the way home. Should eat something proper. Was it good? It was from the gas station, from down the road. So I'm guessing the answer is no. Okay, what are we doing here? You said you wanted to talk about something important, now we're just not talking. Can't deal with that, Renee. We talk, we talk. What's up? We need to talk about our relationship. Oh my god, this is rough. The fuck? Oh, I see. Do you know why? Let me ask you a question. Are you happy? Aren't you? You were, at least. I think we were both very happy. Lucas, are you happy? I have my ups and downs, same as anyone else. I'm trying to be, I know that much. Trying to be happy isn't the same as being happy. That's what I've come to realize. Just how long have you felt this way? See, don't do that. Don't do that. Don't mention that. That's kind of crazy. Because then that'll just start an argument. Even though this is a while. It's the article, isn't it? The fire. So you okay with me talking about it now? Yes. Be straightforward.
Why?
That's it. Yeah, I figured. Can't let it consume you like that. Just let it go, Renee. You know it gets to me too. Why does it get to you? Oh, well, then if it gets to you, I won't talk about it. How many times I tell you, Lucas, it's important to me. I know it is, but, you know, what about me? I mean, it's not like I go on about all the problems that I have at work. Problems that have tripled since that article came out. Don't try to guilt trip me. I wish it didn't affect you, I truly do. And I'm stuck writing filler garbage, Lucas. It's affected me too. We gotta play it. Well, it does. Well, it did. It does. Listen, can we backtrack a little bit? This is all a bit much all at once. Backtrack? I still don't understand some things. I don't see why this is happening. Why do you want to just end things like this? I'm trying to explain it to you, Lucas. Uh-oh. If you got questions, ask them. I just ask you to be patient, okay? I'm trying to keep up. I promise. Alright, okay. Let me put it like this. Is it something I'm doing or something I'm not doing? Both, I guess. You're being a dickhead, but you're also not supporting her. Well, that's mighty diplomatic of you. Sigh. Listen, I keep thinking, how do you imagine you'll manage on your own? You just go, you're leaving all this behind. Where will you stay? How will you support yourself? Be practical, Renee, please. Practical? This is the most practical thing. I take care of myself, Lucas. I know, I'm just saying that you're giving up a lot. Where are you gonna move? I don't think there are apartments in this part of town that you could afford, you know, on your own. Might get uncomfortable. That's a shitty reason to stay with someone. I can manage just fine. I'm not a child. What the fuck is that supposed to mean? I don't care about comfort. Then don't make brash decisions like one. Come on, Renee. I'm trying to help you see sense here. Don't be so fucking patronizing. Wow, okay. Lucas hated that? Oh, well, fuck Lucas. What? Okay, alright. Fuck you too. That's nice. How about we sleep on it? You're not asking what I think you're asking. Look, I know we've been distant. Yeah, that's on me. Lots of work, lots of exhaustion. Maybe all we need to is just, I don't know, rekindle the spark we once had? Are you seriously asking me to have sex with you now? I don't think that would help either one of us, Lucas. Well, no and yes. Maybe that's what we need right now. Doesn't that make at least a little bit of sense? Might be what you need. I'm good, thanks. A little bit of intimacy isn't going to change anything, Lucas. But it wouldn't hurt either. Wake up, Lucas. This is the kind of shit that put us here in the first place. What? What exactly? You only fix things you think are broken. You don't sustain anything. You refuse to acknowledge the problem. They're just inconvenient. You're preoccupied with what you want, and you just assume that my needs are met if yours are too. Fucking shit. Of course they are. I don't want problems, Renee. I want solutions. I want to be okay. I don't want any of this. Then I'm leaving. You're never going to find solutions if you refuse to look at the problem, Lucas. Lucas never considered that before. I'm sorry, Lucas. I know it hurts to hear it. He doesn't agree with you at all. Look, I'm just going to be blunt about this. You're being too emotional about it. You're not seeing things clearly. Whoa. I'm not going to let you... Let me? Let me do what? End this. I'm not going to let you make that call. It's not up to you. Of course it is. You don't just make this kind of decision on your own. You don't get to decide for the both of us. But you do. I'm just trying to make you see sense. You're acting crazy and it's fucking ridiculous that you can't see it. Okay, that does it. I'm out. No, I know exactly what I'm doing. Yeah? Walking out on us? Just leaving because some fucking rodents got burned alive? Fine then. Be like that. Fucking go. See if I care. Yeah, fuck you too. I'll just go pack then. I'll be in my office if you need a shot at someone some more. Really making a strong case for yourself there, aren't you? Fuck off. Just get out of my sight. Gladly. Man, fuck you. Look at... What? Pick up. Yeah. Eat your meal in the dark. Fuck. Are you kidding me? And talk to me like that? I go in the bathroom, punch a mirror. Okay, there's no getting away from it now. You can do this. I don't have no toiletries. Nah, he's crazy. Fuck you. I'm not talking to him. Fuck you. Wow. Wow. You let Lukas be. Oh, you let Lukas be after your breakup. Lukas refused to see the problem in your relationship, blaming it on you instead. Wow. Nah, Lukas is a dick. Alright, let's get back to the outside. Sorry, had to text Jan real quick. Radio says they're on their way. Should be less than 12 hours now. Who is they? About time. 6 months is way too much. No idea. But if they're going to be bringing something back from the outside wall, it's probably someone at the top or above it. We're not high enough level. And they sent us. Which is what we are now, after this discovery. Yeah, but nobody said we're coming back. What are you talking about? They didn't say we weren't. They might kill y'all. Do you follow the scripture, Eli? I don't follow anything I can't see. I can appreciate that. Growing up in the West End, it was always comforting to believe that no matter how bad things would get, the shepherd was watching over us. I'm beginning to think that might not be the case anymore. Are you familiar with the story of the sighted skeptic? Oh no, are you gonna try to convert me? Can't say that I have. What's it about? Years ago, long before the creation of the wall, the shepherd would scour the wasteland, guiding lost followers through the mountains toward the promised land. The path was treacherous and the elevation so high that each follower would inevitably become blinded by the sun, forcing them to rely entirely on his voice for guidance. Why didn't the shepherd also lose his sight? Because he's the shepherd. Seems awfully convenient. Yes, alright, go on. Once they reached the city, the shepherd promised to guide them toward the ocean, where their sight would be restored by the healing waters of the great blue. Nice. Alright, just nod. One year, a follower named Mika was so afraid of losing his sight even temporarily that he covered his eyes with bandages in advance to protect them from the sun's rays. Nod. Once the flock descended from the highest point of the mountain, Mika began to remove his bandages, finally able to see. Mika became acutely aware of all the dangers that surrounded them. He started screaming words of warnings to his fellow travelers, causing them to doubt the shepherd's claims, calm directives, leading some of them to misstep and tumble down the mountain towards their death. This chaos caused Mika's warnings to become even louder, even more hysterical. Even more followers began to lose their footing and began to fall. Desperate to stop this carnage, the shepherd marched toward Mika and struck him with his staff until he fell unconscious. Badass. With Mika silenced, the followers were soon able to continue along the path, following the shepherd's calm and trusted voice toward the city, where their sights were soon restored, and the rest of their days were spent in health and prosperity. So they're like Mika. It's believed that Mika remains at the top of that mountain to this very day, where he screams into the void, too paralyzed by fear to move forward. Let me guess, I'm supposed to be Mika? No, not you. Us. The minute we went outside the wall, we became a threat to the rest of the flock because of what we've seen. I think we're more like the shepherd, honestly. How do you figure? How many people can you name who have returned to the city after leaving it? I can't. None by name. And why do you suppose that is? Why has no one else ever come back from beyond the wall? Because we're better than them. Because it's dangerous. They've all fallen to the elements. Really? Where's the danger? The only real hazard we've encountered so far is that artifact. And we had to work very fucking hard to find that. Outside of that, everything's been fine. peaceful even. I honestly feel safer here than I did back in the city, which begs the question, why hasn't anyone ever come back from this place? They're not allowed. That's what I'm thinking. This was supposed to be a suicide mission. Everything we've been told about the world beyond the walls says that, and yet HQ is completely unfazed by the fact that we've been out here 6 months. They've even given us enough provisions to last a year. It doesn't add up. Or maybe, oh shoot. I didn't realize I was answering something. Fuck. Maybe they're just optimistic. Or maybe the real danger isn't out here. Maybe it's on its way. So they're going to kill us? Why? Because of what we know. I think you've been out. What do we know? This is just a theory, but here's what I'm thinking. Back in the city, we're penned in, cornered, easy to control. The apes own all the land, so we have to do whatever they want just to borrow a sliver of our families to sleep in. Scarcity is the key, Eli. If the people knew there was a world outside the city, a safe, dusty, perfectly normal world with space enough for all of us, the entire system would collapse. So what? This is all about control? Real estate? They're gonna bring us back. They didn't mention it because it's obvious. Really hard conspiracy? No, I believe. I 100% believe it. In a way, if you could leave the city and start your own thing, wouldn't you? The city's all there is. Let me ask you something, Eli. Why do you suppose you were assigned to this detail? Because it's my job. My supervisors wanted to get me more field experience. Probably because I don't have a family yet, no attachments, and no one to ask questions. My parents would ask questions. You need to stop deluding yourself, Eli. No team has ever come back from behind the wall. We're on a suicide mission. For an outsider like me, this was always going to be the retirement plan. That's just how Science City works. But you're still young, connected. You must have upset some really powerful people to get assigned a detail like this. So what happened? You may have mentioned that a new drug's side effect outweighed its benefit to the CEO at an investor meeting. Shepard, staff, you're the reason they pulled the funding on Ligotti? Like what? Ligotti. I heard that instead of curing depression, it just caused so much abdominal pain, test subjects would beg the doctors to save their lives, and they figured they could market it as restoring the will to live. That's exactly what happened. It also made patients confuse their dreams with reality. Oh shit. Well shit, Eli. I was thinking you were some stuck-up Bailson, and it turns out you were a hero this whole time. Can I be both? Not a hero, they're still planning to release it next quarter. Well, either way, it proves my theory. We're both beyond expendable in the eyes of HQ. Honestly, I'm surprised they didn't kill you already. So what about you? What did you do to land this assignment? I got old, Eli. Not as glamorous a reason as yours, but with my retirement coming up, I suppose the number crunchers realized a detail like this would save them on pension. Wouldn't be the first, and definitely not the last. Wow. Wow. So, it looks like we've got 12 hours left together. How do you want to spend it? Let's find a way out of this. I was hoping you'd say that. So what's the plan? How do we fight this? We'll convince them that we're indispensable? No. Let's kill whoever comes before they kill us? No, because we know too much. Let's kill them. With what? Some cooling spray? A busted beaker? HQ gave us everything we need out here except weapons, which our visitor will almost certainly have. What else have you got? What if we agitated? You decided to try convincing the visitor that the artifact was too dangerous. Yeah, that might work. Then they'd need us to come back with them to keep it under control. Could buy us some time and maybe a bit of clout. We'll have to be convincing though. I don't see any other option. Let's do it. Alright, now they'll probably go through the entire site to make sure we're telling the truth, so you'll need to make sure everything on site sells the idea that the artifact is dangerous. You'll need to make sure our journals, research material, and the artifact line up with the expertise we're trying to sell. Any contradiction on our story could kill us. Alright, go get everything in order. Oh my god! Holy shit, that's getting... Like, what the fuck? That was a real tone shift. Get everything in order. I'll be here keeping the fire going if you need me. Will do. Thanks for it. Shit. I hope he's not gonna read this stuff. These are your personal thoughts from the last 6 months. Every peaceful moment in the tent captured here. Every last step. Read them. The first entry that catches your eye is the one that you made the morning of the discovery. It describes the concerns and excitement about the future of your work. The next entry of note that you find is far more colorful. Written in the morning before you began experimenting on the artifact. The paragraph of the entry seems almost thankful to HQ. The wastes were clearly as hostile and lifeless as you were told they would be. Oh, fuck. I gotta be careful. You ripped the page from the journal, leaving a jagged strip of paper between other pages. The next part of the same entry specifies which one of you were driving them. That's fine. The next page, still from the same entry, contains some choice words regarding HQ. Let's not have them kill me. The next few pages are blank. There's room for a few more entries, or at least one for tomorrow morning. Okay. Oh. I thought there was more journals in there, that's why. Even after some time and after all your experiments, you still aren't used to it. To think that so much of your life is centered around this strange, ooze-like thing, something within you shudders. Discomfort is unavoidable. You catch a glance of the creature inside the pod as it sways slightly to the side, as if watching you. As you lean in, the humming emanating from the pod swells. It begins to drown out your senses, and your body begins to feel tense, given to the sensation. You begin to perceive cracks in the humming, ranging from irregular to something oddly rhythmic, as if a language is being spoken, as if you're being spoken to. Keep observing it. You start feeling the onset of a pounding headache as your vision blurs ever so slightly. The creature inside begins to move, slowly covering the glass window. It undulates gently, almost beckoning you toward it. Reach out and touch the glass. As your finger touches the glass, a shiver goes through your spine. The creature inside the pod solidifies against the glass behind your finger. In your focused trance, you swear you can hear the glass slowly begin to crack. It's barely perceptible, but just enough for you to catch it. Back off. Okay. Holy shit. Should I have let it happen? The research rests heavy on the makeshift workbench. It's almost monolithic in size and importance, and you hesitate for a moment before opening the ledger. Compared to your personal notes, the research ledgers are heavy and imposing, like a set of encyclopedias. Right. Starting with the day you set out on the expedition, the ledger has been regularly updated with notes and results of your work. Toward the very end, however, the mention of the artifacts stopped appearing. One entry in particular catches your attention, being 10 times longer than most of the others. You wrote this on the first day of your experiments. Your conclusion was that the artifact was too great a hazard to risk experimenting on further. It needed to be contained in order to prevent possible biochemical catastrophe. Bringing it to the city would be incredibly irresponsible. Nothing else catches your eye. If anything, the collected information in this ledger could be incredibly handy. If I destroy the page, you can't help but feel a little sad as you tear page after page of the ledger. Eventually, the central conclusion has all been removed, with the only thing left being notes and updates leading up to the climax that no longer exists. Bro, it is so dark in here. Eli? What's going on over there, man? What are you doing? As if alarmed, the creature pulls back from the glass. It shifts from side to side and finally settles at the bottom of the pod. You feel your headache subsiding. Back off. You decide to agitate the artifact. Twisting the valve, the creature does the same. It folds over itself, solidifying. Thin, black pseudopods lash out at the glass. It's certainly agitated now. Leave it alone. Go get some rest. You'll need to be our sharpest when this visitor arrives. I'd like a few minutes to gather my thoughts. Besides, someone needs to make sure the fire goes out. Good night, Jorge. Ooh, is Jorge gonna betray us? Go to sleep, go to sleep, go to sleep. Okay. Act 3 done. You decided to play it safe, destroy any documentation or evidence. That might be a problem. Who knows? So what I'm thinking here is we stop part 5 here. And then we do 2 for each person coming up. For each part. So we'd probably end on part 7, which is kind of where I imagined this would end. We'll see how long every person's act is, but we're done with Act 3, and I believe, yeah, whatever decision next is just Act 4, the finale. So that's it for part 5. I'll see you guys in part 6. Peace.